Namaste, beautiful souls. I'm just sitting here relaxing, and then boom, in comes this powerful message. And I knew a powerful message would be coming in because this week, July, let's just be honest, July is potent and powerful and exciting and liberating, and there's a lot of light, a lot of high frequency coming in. You might be feeling it already. So I'm going to channel the angels and what they're saying about this shattering of the part of the mind that's been keeping us small, that's been keeping us afraid of our own creative power. So I'll get into that. I also have some brilliant questions that I'll be channeling answers. And first of all, I want to share this because you're going to love to hear this. So I was meditating and kind of what I'm working with myself, because I'm always, my whole experience of life on earth is about how much more light and of the infinite wisdom and energy I can be and experience and share while being in a body. So I'm having like major symptoms and experiences. I'm having a lot of like blood rushing to my head, and then all of a sudden everything turns into fractals, turns white, disappears. I think I'm almost going to faint or like something's going to happen, but I like stay strong and I'm like, just be with it. This is amazing. And then everything turns into energy. My whole body goes into, just feels like energy, and then I come back. So that's been happening a lot. So then this realization of, first of all, during spiritual awakening, you get to this point where you know and you understand that this is a dream, and that you're imagining and creating through your thoughts, through your emotions, and it's making everything appear. So everything is then an appearance based on your vibration, which is based off your thoughts and emotion. Okay, so then you get to that and you understand that. So I got to it, and I got to this place of like, okay, so I'm absolutely clearing out all beliefs. I don't even believe that I'm Natalie. This is a character. So I am the consciousness and the infinite having a unique Natalie experience. And there was this paradox that came in of, so if this isn't real, how do I take Natalie for real, or take this for real if this is a dream and I know I'm consciousness and I'm this infinite light? So then, like, how do I hold this paradox together at once? And then boom, it happened for me. And the thing is, you can't just intellectually understand these concepts. You have to let them integrate. You have to feel them. You have to experience them yourself. That's why you're drawn to me, because I'll say something and then you'll sit with it, and you might rewatch the video so that you can have like the energetic coding and experience, because that's the way I teach. I don't teach you to trust and believe me. I say, go and find out for yourself, because I'll share it through my own experience, and then I give you the space to go and experience it yourself. So it's pretty remarkable. The whole frequency is going so high to be able to understand energetically. Oh, I've got such goosebumps. This is huge. That I am the infinite and the finite all at once. Like, actually be able to hold the paradox at once. So I bring this to you because it's part of spiritual awakening. That first of all, you have to, the angels got me to write this down. There's like the death of the ego. There's the lower mind actually kills itself. So what it does is first of all, you wake up and you realize, hold on, there's something more happening here. I'm not just the character. There's something more. What is it? And that's like the first step. And then you go through like ego death after ego death, where you start to dissolve all the beliefs and the identities that you thought you were. And as you dissolve it, you're creating more space. And in that space, you're connecting more to the infinite. And so what's happening is the lower mind is actually like dissolving itself. It's eating itself up and dissolving itself and creating more space. That's such an important part of the spiritual awakening. And so I wrote here that actually what happens is first we actually dislike ourselves. We criticize ourselves. Like the lower mind judges ourselves. We're hard on ourselves. And so what is happening is we're disliking the false self. Yeah. We're disliking the false self. And so that we can find the true self. Yeah. And then when we find the true self, this infinite consciousness that we are, we cannot stop there. Because if we stop there, we just end up finding ourselves kind of lost in like this emptiness and this expanded state, and then we can find ourselves attaching to the oneness, to God, to consciousness, and actually resisting the humanness. But guess what? You chose to be here. You chose to have human experience. So you've got to come back. Once you go into that empty space of consciousness and you feel the infinite, do not attach there. Come back. And this is what happens with thousands of people through near-death experiences. They just go into the oneness and they're like, oh my gosh, this is incredible. And part of spiritual awakening is like, I've had it as well, where I've just said, I just want to go home. I just want to go home. I've had enough suffering and this isn't my place. And then I've gone home and I've just loved it. Just loved being in the emptiness, the mind still. But we have to come back. And we have to bring all of that infinite energy and light back into the character and take the character seriously, because you're in a real dream. This is a real dream. And so what happened to me was I kind of like completely detached from the character and was just more of this emptiness, this consciousness. And I kind of got stuck there for a bit. And then this last week, I was able to like grasp it and integrate it and be the character of Natalie and take myself seriously. Like really even go deeper with the character of Natalie without any attachments to it, while still remaining fully open to the infinite that I am. I'm both at the same time. I'm the infinite creator having a unique, finite experience of Natalie, and you are the same. You are the infinite creator that's limitless, having a unique, finite experience as the character that you are. Okay? So, it's amazing. So, part of it is, with the spiritual awakening, is that you then no longer see yourself as the person, you see yourself as the function, as the different roles that you get to play, the different experiences that you get to have. So you're not attached to anything or any outcome. You're just having the experience, and that's what helps you to live in the present moment. Okay, so this is a huge part of activating and deepening spiritual awakening. So I've written this down, what the angels have channeled through. You're going to love this message. And then we're going to go into what they're talking about, what's happening in July. Actually, they're saying, Natalie, this is what's happening in July. Because what we're doing is we're shattering the lower part of the mind, the ego that's scared and that has a lot of fear that holds us back from our massive creative power. That's what July is all about. It's about being able to fully see that part of the mind and emotion that goes, oh no, I've got to stay with my identity. I've got to stay with what I know. I'm not ready to use my power, my energy to create big. It's that. July is here to shatter and crack through and dissolve and break through that part of the lower mind that's holding us in fear and making us react and create from fear. There's huge potential. There's waves after waves coming in that are making us look at ourselves and see those lower part of the mind and emotions that keep us trapped and small, so that we can break through and break free into the limitless creator, the power, the potential, the divine, the divinity that we truly are. That's what July is about. So don't be scared of when, like, all of a sudden you feel a wave of something come in, and it's like it's breakthrough after breakthrough after breakthrough. You'll have moments where it's intense and you cry and it feels like, oh my gosh, this is too much, but it'll be followed by massive expansion and realizations and then integrations of these huge expansions. And then you'll be able to carry more and more light in your body. This is what's happening. Oh, I got full body goosebumps. Do you feel it? Can you feel this? Isn't this incredible? This is what July has for us, and we're already deep, deep into it. So I'll read what I've channeled through from the angels. To really know your true self is to go through death and rebirth. If you just go through rebirth, you are taking what I say, what the angels say, as truth, and you're adding more beliefs to what you've already resonating with. And all you're doing is adding more beliefs and more beliefs, just taking what the angels say and what I've got to say and adding them to your beliefs without actually dissolving the beliefs, dissolving the patterns, dissolving the untruths, clearing out everything that's not true. That's what happens. If you don't go through the death, you just take on more beliefs, and all you do is end up having a very, very full room and a very, very full mind. And then where's the emptiness? How can you have direct connection and channel directly your own way? You're just giving your power away to others, and consciousness, God wants you to have your own direct connection to yourself, to your true self. And that is why we have to go through the death into the rebirth. That is why we are now in the cocoon. So we were the caterpillar, we're in the cocoon. It's messy, it's chaotic, and we're dissolving, we're killing all the old beliefs, all the old clutter and chaos that we're emptying out, so that we can enter out as the butterfly and be truly free. That is why we have to go through the death to have the rebirth. And rather, we can't just go, oh, well, I just want rebirth. I just want all the positive. No, we've got to go through the discomfort as well to dissolve all those things that have been holding us in place, that we don't want to be held in that place. And so what it's happening inside of us, and it's happening outside in the outer world, with more war, with more chaos, with things that are just happening in our environments, things that are happening with the presidents, like just all of it. It's getting worse before it gets better, because we have to face the darkness. We have to. We all have shadow. So we can't just go, oh, well, I just want to be light. Like, how do you get to that light? By cutting and clearing and shedding away those layers. Freeing yourself. Death before rebirth. So, instead of just taking on other people's beliefs, you've got to go through the death process to dissolve all beliefs and empty out. And in that emptiness, you already know the truth, because there is no longer anything blocking you from the magnificence that you are. Isn't that beautiful? You are incredible. You are a point of consciousness that is experiencing itself as a character. You're a point of awareness that's looking from this body, from this dream. You are awake within the dream. And the more awake you become, the more you can consciously create and evolve. Evolving and creating from your soul. This is the power of the creator that you are. You no longer need to create from fear. Instead of listening to that lower voice and those scary thoughts and those uncomfortable emotions, choose to pause. Choose to say, no, I feel you. It feels uncomfortable. I hear you. What you're saying makes me feel scared. But no, I'm not going to respond to you or react to you because I remember the magnificent soul that I am. And I'm going to invite you, beautiful mind, to come with me and to listen to my soul and to work with my soul. And just breathe and take pauses. When someone triggers you, instead of just reacting, pause, breathe. Take a deep in-breath and a slow out-breath. Become more conscious and then choose to consciously respond rather than unconsciously reacting to your environment, to your triggers, to other people. Reclaim your power. The power is in the pause. Oh, I love that, angels. The power is in the pause. Whew. So, here we are in July. We are cleansing, we are cutting cords, we are releasing energies that used to hold us. We are freeing ourselves. We are strong going through this together. A collective pattern of staying small and blocking ourselves from our own creative power is dissolving this month. Feel it, embrace it. It's messy. It brings messy tears. It brings huge emotions, a lot of waves of emotions, but it brings massive liberation, huge clearing out, crystal clear mind after you've had a massive release. Beautiful feelings of heart opening, goosebumps, tingles, feeling the angels around you, and there are thousands of angels coming. You know, the angels are saying that the deeper, the stronger we're going through it, the more intense it gets, the more angels are coming down to support us. So just feel them now. Feel them strongly with you. Oh, amazing. This is amazing. This is such a powerful July energy update. So, that's everything I've channeled and written down. I'm going to go to the questions now, which are brilliant questions. And I also want to invite you, beautiful souls, to something special. Because you might be going, oh wow, I love the way Natalie teaches. I'm in resonance. I can feel it. Like I'm going through the layers. And you might think, okay, well, I want to do this more with like in person. Well, it's in person online. Good news, you can. And this is why I teach Reiki. I teach Reiki level 1. I'm going to be teaching the first 2 weekends of August. And if you're in resonance, first, don't just go say yes. Ask your soul and say, just bring your hands to your heart and say, on my spiritual awakening journey, I need support. Is Natalie the right person for me? Is she the right one to guide and hold my hand while I crack through and crack open and expand more into the divine connection to my soul? And if you get a yes, then I open my heart and my arms and I say, welcome. And you can go and read. I'm going to add a link to Reiki level 1. You can go read it, read everything. and then you'll feel it, and then you can sign up if it feels good for you. Yeah, if it feels good for you. You're the one that has the power to decide. You know your soul will guide you. Yeah. And then for all of you who've already trained in Reiki, if you've done Reiki level 1 or 2 or masters, if you've done it with me or someone else, I am now offering a mentorship, a Reiki hub. And I've got 6 sessions. The first one is on Friday, the 18th of July. And then there's 6 more, one each month. And they're 2-hour sessions where I answer your questions, channel answers, give you support in the spiritual awakening journey. You know, we all need support. I even have people that I reach out to when I'm going through a massive ego death and it just feels too strong that I can't do it alone. I mean, mostly I do it alone, but that's because I've got all these tools. I've been doing this for 25 years. But sometimes I need to reach out for help as well. So what I'm saying here now is that I've created this group, the Reiki Hub, and it's for Reiki healers to get continued support. And so I invite you, and I would love you to join, and I'll include all the information below so you can just go and read and then put your hands on your heart and say, is this for me? And let your soul guide you, and then sign up if it is. And maybe you just want to sign up for one, you can, and then get a feel and a see and get to see how that is for you. And I want to invite you, because I had this thought, I thought, oh, well, what happens if we have this, so much energy come in that we don't have YouTube for a day or a week or whatever, then how will I connect with people? I just had that thought, and then I also got this feeling of, this doesn't feel likely, but it is a possible timeline. So because of that, I want to invite you so that you can be directly connected with me in case something goes down. Who knows? Telecommunications with all these energies sometimes can be affected. So I want to invite you to join my other community, which is my email community. So my email address is, you can write this down, and I'll include it below, Natalie@natalienamaste.com. Okay? Natalie@natalienamaste.com. Email me so we can add you to my very special email community. And then once a month, I send a beautiful newsletter that I channel or I share a story. You'll get to know me more, and it's beautiful and powerful, and you get inspired and get tools, and then also by being in my email community, you get direct invitations to any special events, anything special that I'm doing and offering, you'll get invited. So yeah, sign up now, join my community. It's free. It's all free, and just so that we are connected. So that feels important. So there's that, and then one more thing that I've channeled that I want to share with you, that the angels have said. Every situation, person or thing in our world is there in your world, in my world, because you have attracted it to you. You've created it at an energetic level. You've chosen it at a soul level. So you can take full responsibility because you are the creator of your reality. This dream is a reflection based on your vibration. And so from this moment forward, know in your heart that there are no mistakes. There's no one else to blame. Do not blame yourself. Do not blame anyone else. There are no mistakes. That means that blame doesn't exist. It's not based on something that's real. Reclaim your power by knowing that you are creating your reality based on your beliefs, what you hold in your heart. You are the master. Reclaim your mastery. And now I answer your questions. I'm noticing an energy that's been surfacing, and I think I've probably carried it for a while. It feels like the villain shadow aspect. It's uncomfortable, especially when I encounter others. Like I'm capable of hurting someone or saying something that could hurt someone. And I imagine that others must also be carrying this. Can you please shed some light on this? Because I would love some suggestions on how to heal it. The way through the shadow is by seeing it. Well done, beautiful soul. Well done for being so vigilant and aware and awake that you're able to recognize it, that you're able to see the shadow. When you see it, you're able to recognize and know that it is not you, that it is a pattern from a past life, a pattern from the collective. It's a pattern, it's a shadow. It's not you, but it is being experienced through you. And so, with very powerful awareness, stay with it, observe it, notice where you feel it in the body, notice how it makes you feel. Breathe the light that you are into those areas of the body and breathe the shadow out. Not trying to push it away, but just holding space for it, completely witnessing it. When you completely witness it, it will dissolve, it will release, and you will release and shed that layer of the victim, the villain, all of that from past lives, from this life, and it will shed, it will clear, and you will feel lighter. So thank you for asking, because I'm sure so many people will appreciate hearing this answer, to know that you've got the power and the light within you to observe and see anything, and the light that you are will dissolve it. Yeah. So don't be scared of the shadow. Be bright and shine. Dissolve it. There's also something else coming in here, that when you recognize that a shadow is coming up, who is it that's recognizing the shadow? Notice that. It's the awareness. It's the true you. It's the fullness of you that's recognizing it. And it's that light that then dissolves it. It's the same as when your mind wanders off, when you're meditating. Good. Because what happens is you then have the awareness to recognize that the mind has wandered off, and you can gently guide the mind back to presence. It gives you the chance to notice that you are the awareness watching the mind, and that you have the power to guide the mind back into the present moment. This is powerful. Yeah. Now I'm going to go to the next question. My question, so many of us suffer from diabetes, and I would like to hear from the angels the cause and the solution, both on the physical manifestation of it as well as the soul lessons behind it. Okay, so what's happening is I'm getting to now feel what it's like to have it, and then I'll find so your question is, you want to know the cause. So we'll first go with the cause, physically and soul, okay? And then we'll go to the solution. So let's feel this. Diabetes. Okay, so physically, what's happening physically for the body is that the body is overstimulated. It's taking on too much. It's feeling like, so you might find that your mind stresses a lot and worries a lot and feels anxious. And because of that, then sometimes you might find that you eat to kind of numb the anxiety. And so it's connected with food, because you've been using food as a way to kind of numb that excess energy of anxiety in your system. But what actually is happening physically, emotionally, spiritually, is that you're running on overload. It's you're overwhelmed, you're overloaded, it's too much for your system. And so then your system it's like breaking down and it just can't handle so much. So the way then to the solution is, so physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, is you've got to decompress. Give yourself moments throughout the day where you say, okay, this is my moment of decompression. I'm breathing out and I'm releasing, I'm shaking out the excess energy. I'm letting go of the stress, the excess energy, the overload, the overwhelm. I'm breathing it out and letting it out. I'm shaking it out. You also run with putting a lot of pressure on yourself. That is the cause of diabetes. It's overload, it's overwhelm, it's pressure on yourself, it's stress, it's anxiety. And so the body's holding too much energy inside of itself, and then it cannot process foods. It cannot process foods, it cannot process sugars, because it's just trying to deal with the moment by moment energy, and it's just too much. So the way that you heal is to give your body space, to give your mind space, to say to yourself, I give you permission to have many, many moments throughout the day where we're just going to take a pause, take a rest, shake it off, release it out, unload this excess energy. Also, you sensitive souls, close the windows, close the doors, and sit in silence. Give yourself 5 times a day, 3 minutes or 5 minutes where you just unload and go into silence and just give yourself a break. This 3D world's just getting too much for your system. Your own mind's too much for you. You're holding too much in, and that's what's causing it. So you're going to find that when you give yourself these little breaks of peace, of stillness, when you also shake out the excess energy and release it, you can also ask that a waterfall of white light comes down from the universe and showers you, cleanses you, and takes all that excess energy out of your system, sending it down into the earth. Do that right now. Feel this waterfall of white light cleansing you, showering you, taking any excess energy down into the earth and dissolving it in the earth, turning it into light, that you feel that you've released all of that excess energy. And then only eat once you've done a cleansing and a clearing, so that you're not eating when you're running in anxiety or stress in your system, because your system cannot digest when you're in overload. So you practice these tools, and then you choose to eat when you're feeling calm, only eating when you feel calm. Eat smaller meals, rather make it into a smoothie so it's easier to digest. Take small sips. Never eat when you're stressed or overloaded, because your system cannot digest. And then you will find, if you take all of these tools and work with them deeply, that your body can change and heal and release the diabetes. It's powerful. You can heal. Use these tools, beautiful soul. And thank you for asking your question. From my heart and soul, thank you everyone for being in this community. If you're new to the community, welcome. This is a community of love where you'll feel deeply nourished. It's a great space of learning from the angels and myself. And yeah, just please add your hearts, your comments. I love hearing from you. Add likes, go and read other people's comments, support them by responding to them and adding hearts and likes and love to them, because that is what builds our community. That's what keeps us in the most beautiful frequency of love and support. And it really feels important that while we're going through the birthing canal, and while things aren't always just smooth and easy, and sometimes they can be really hard, that we actually all support each other. It feels so important to be in community together. So thank you for being here, beautiful souls. I love you and I see you. Namaste.